Yo, peace everyone. Hope you guys are doing well, taking care of yourselves, and focusing on you because that's all that matters. All right. So, today in this video, I want to discuss hustle culture and how hustle culture is pushed by the media to help normalize slavery. And slavery did not go anywhere; it just transformed into a different package. And I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Now, from my experience, I've worked many jobs before, and hustle culture is pushed to the masses so we can become workers and so we can build up their company. Now, I always say to use these jobs as a stepping stool. And right now, I work a job, but I'm using that as a stepping stool. And I honestly couldn't imagine working a 9 to 5 job or any job for that matter within this system my whole entire life. When there's nothing honest about this system, there's nothing honest about corporate America from the teeth to the bone, like teeth to the bone. There's nothing honest about it. It's all about narrative. It's all about if you make these people on the job feel comfortable. It's about if you're willing to sell your integrity out to move up in these companies. That's why you have certain black folks that reach a certain income, like let's say 50K, 60K, and they just go full tap dance mode. They just begin to look down on their own people. It's because within corporate America with 3Ks, you have to lose your integrity if you want to move up at these companies, at these jobs. And a lot of these people will be bootlicks and be brown nosing all for this, all for some shit that you can't take with you. And they're willing to sell their integrity out, they're willing to sell their people out. And they just begin to look down on their own people and thinking that they're better and shit like that, all because they hit a certain income. Now, hustle culture again is used to normalize slavery. It's used so people can be breaking their backs for pennies when these companies don't even give two fucks about any of us, no matter who you are, no matter your race. They don't give a fuck about nobody. They want people to be workers, but a lot of these jobs, like the higher jobs, they'll you won't see that many black men, especially at these higher position jobs, and they want to economically emasculate the black man at the same time too. That's why I say this whole corporate America facade and grind and work hard, it doesn't mean nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Maybe for other groups of people, but for black men, it's like we gotta work 10 times, 15 times as hard just to get recognized at these companies, unless you're willing to fit within a stereotype that makes these other groups of people feel comfortable because they know that you're not gonna look after your own people. They know a person with integrity like me, for example, they wouldn't want to promote me because that, for example, that would be equivalent to putting Martin Luther King as like the president of the United States or something like that. Like they wouldn't allow that to happen. And it's the same thing with corporate America. It's just not gonna happen. And that's why I say us regular heterosexual straight, like straight black men, we need to have an exit plan out of corporate America with 3Ks because we fit in nowhere within these companies, especially if you don't fit within the stereotypes. Like I've worked many jobs, and what I've noticed is the people who get promoted, they fit a stereotype. But it's crazy because me, a professional who works hard, you know, comes in getting the job done, dressing nice, looking good. They just completely overlook those type of black men, and I've seen them overlook other black men too, even myself. But the one who's sagging, or the loud black woman, or the stud, or any of these groups of people, they have no issue with them because they know that they're not going to look after their own people. They know that they just going to make them feel comfortable because they fit within a stereotype that they've created. If you are free thinking black man, there's no place for us in corporate America. And they know. You don't gotta say nothing. They know that energy exudes off you. It's like you have a bigger target on your back when you know who you are. So we got we are just meant to start our own shit. We're not meant to be a part of this hustle culture, of this workplace toxic culture. You're just going into work. You got people on the job that want to be passive and shit like that. They want to make your life a living hell. And all you're trying to do is just get this bread and go home. You feel me? That's what we all want to do. The same way you came in is the same way you want to come out. But you got a lot of people who are insecure on the job, and a lot of even some black people and black women who don't want to see other black people rise within these companies. And that's why I say hustle culture is just toxic, because unless you want to destroy your mental health, unless you want to destroy yourself and just completely sell yourself out and be a good slave to the to America with 3Ks, unless you're willing to do that, then hustle culture, I don't see the hype behind hustle culture. You again, I always say to use these jobs as a stepping stool, like I'm doing right now. Use it to start your own shit. Use it to build your own business. Because as like at any time as well, they can just let you go like that, and they're willing to show the black man that door out first. So at any time you can just get laid off or anything like that. So you always gotta have an exit plan out this plantation. And slavery did not go anywhere. It literally did not go anywhere. From my experience working many of these jobs, slavery did not go anywhere. It's the same thing like in slavery, how you had the roles, the stereotype roles. You had the mammy, you had what's it called? The minstrel, the sellout, bootleg. You had many sets of black people back then during slavery, and those those different sets of black people that fit within the stereotype that they have, they fit in perfectly with massa. They fit in perfectly with the plantation. But the masculine, strong black man that was on that plantation, he was getting whoopings. You know what I'm saying? They were making him, they were trying to use him as an example. It's the same thing in corporate America. You got the workplace mammy, you got the minstrel, you got all these different sets of black folks. You got the black man who's sagging, and they love to see that. They love to see that. And it's crazy because these are the ones that get promoted. You think it'd be the complete opposite. But this is what they use to keep us down at these jobs. They use our own people to keep us down at these jobs. And you know, it's rooted. It's a systematic thing that's rooted, and they don't want the Aboriginal people of this land to rise in general. So hustle culture, black men also just break away from this hustle culture shit. Hustle for your own. Hustle for your family, for yourself. And if you need to start by working a job like I'm doing and use it as a stepping stone to start your own shit, then do that. Do that. Use the system to your advantage, because there is no place for us. We do not fit in anywhere with, even in our own community, those black men who don't represent the stereotypes. All right. So don't fall for this hustle culture shit. Like, it's just another way for you to be a workplace robot, a workplace slave. And slavery did not go anywhere. It's still here. You still got these people at the job that fit within these stereotypes like it was back then during slavery. And those people who fit within the stereotypes, they get it easier. They get it easier because they're pleasing master. They make him feel comfortable. But intelligent black men with a head, with a brain up here, or number one threats, or a threat to these people. Straight up. It is real. So protect your energy. Always protect your energy, like at these corporate plantations, because you're behind enemy lines basically, and there's no place for black men like myself. And that just goes to show you how we're not meant to be like that. We're meant to be something greater. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. But yeah, like, hustle, but hustle so you can start your own world, so you can start your own reality. Anyways, peace.